Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof. Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof. Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof.
How's everybody doing? It's the Proof in the Pudding podcast show, and I go by the name of Sion 919. I'm excited about today's show because we got a musician in the building. She's an artist. She has a YouTube channel. She has some very dope things going on. She's representing Kansas City. So without any further ado, it's definitely an honor and a privilege to have her on the platform. So let's welcome her. She goes by the name of Jigglee Puff. How you feeling today?
I'm good. What's poppin', everybody? Litty Nation, let me know you out there.
All right. Yo, that's the thing. Yo, it's definitely an honor to have you up here. So let's talk about the name right quick. Jigglee Puff. Where did you come up with the name, and what does that mean for the people watching?
Well, really, it come with a backstory. Can we get into that?
Yeah.
All right. So we was in high school, and I was like, I want in on the action. People doing rap battles and stuff like that.
Right.
Like my brother, like my older brother, like at the school, like my actual like blood brother, like he did like a rap battle, whatever. And I was like, nah, I don't like how they be. I'm like, hell no, like I'm about to come back. Y'all got me messed up.
Right.
Like heck no. So I came back and it was one of his friends at the time and one of his teammates. And he was like, at the beginning, some, and then he was like, here go Big Hell. Oh, wow. And like for a while, like I was going by it. The reason being because like everybody at the school, like we had a dude named Cookie, we had a dude named Coffee. It was like a few people had like a few food names. Like it was a group at school that was called like the OJ or Juice Crew, whatever.
Right.
So yeah, so it was like a few people had like a few food nicknames. So I was like, all right, cool, shit, cool, whatever, da.
Right.
And so then when I got to college, and obviously, you know, I got into the band, went to Langston University, woo, you know, marching band all day.
Right.
But when I got there, I really wasn't going by Big Him. Like I really stopped like rapping by that time for the most part. Like a few people knew I could rap. Like they like, oh, Jigglee, you know, she really got some bars, but like she ain't really like out there.
Right.
And one day we in practice and it was both of the drum majors. They called me up and I thought I got in trouble. I was like, what the fuck did
Right.
I do? They was like, you're Jigglee Puff. And I was like, I'm Jigglee Puff. And he was like, you know, Jigglee Puff is you in the anime? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm in the anime. And of course I'm into anime because I'm like, I done grew up with Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my brother really had all the video games since, like, you know, the original PlayStation. Like,
right.
Yeah, so I'm into that stuff. And so they like, you remember Jigglee Puff? It's like one of the OG Pokemon. I'm like, yeah. So like I had to refresh my memory though, because like of course like you're not watching that stuff every day, even if you're into it, like because you have like a lot more things going on. You can't just sit and watch TV and all stuff every day.
Right. No,
So I refreshed my memory. I'm like, oh yeah. So then we working out later on that night. They start calling roll call type stuff, like, you know, nicknames. And everybody finds out my nickname. Wow. And I'm like, oh, damn. Like, damn. But whatever. But I embraced it because, like, when they give you nicknames, it kind of is, I feel like, well, at least mine, I can see for myself, was, like, kind of towards my personality.
Right.
So it's all from love, too, at the same time because, you know, as Band Family, we all, you know, we go through stuff together and we actually are family.
Right.
And so, yeah, it comes from them. It comes from Langston. It comes from the band.
Okay, so that's dope right there. So let's take it back in the beginning, right? Because you are a musician, you play multiple instruments and stuff like that. So, like, what was the first instrument you played, and how did you first fall in love with music?
Well, the first instrument, technically, you know, the violin. It's like, yeah, it's most of the time in most, you know, music programs. Honestly, they do like strings and stuff like that because like those are the easiest to start playing, whatever. I got bored, so then I went to the viola.
To the viola. Okay.
Yeah, and so but yeah, it was like it was cool. Like, you know, classical music is cool.
Right.
But I kind of like spunk, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, that's how I started. It was in elementary school, you know, like very, very much so young. Like I think this had to be before 3rd grade.
Oh wow, that early.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because like I pushed into the music program. Like if I want something, like I'm gonna go get it. Like I pushed into a couple of programs actually. So yeah.
We're gonna get into that as well. So it's like, okay, you must have liked it because you stuck with it. You played from elementary through college. So let's talk about some of your best memories in band.
Well, actually, okay, so some of my best memories was when I actually first started out. And like I said, I kind of pushed my way through doors, and certain doors I probably shouldn't push my way through. But I remember this, I think her last name was Martinez. Can't remember her first name, but she was a Caucasian lady. She was she taught she actually forced me on the saxophone because I had told her I want the biggest instrument there. She was like, okay, well that's the saxophone, which was a baritone sax. So I started out playing that in middle school. And then she was like, you know, the alto sax ain't far because, like I said, I learned stuff quick.
Right.
And so I was like, cool, let me play that too. Right. And then she took us to this like workshop that was not downtown. 18th and Vine. It's not far from downtown though. But took us to this workshop at 18th and Vine. It was in the Blue Room, which is pretty much attached to the museum that's down there, the Negro Baseball Museum and the Jazz Museum. Okay. And so the ladies that's playing, I'm like, they dope, like they lit, like who this chocolate woman playing this saxophone? Right. And I'm like, I gotta be like them, like, oh, look what they wearing, like they stylish. Like I'm like, okay, I'm feeling the vibe. Right. And so I end up asking them like, hey, like, can one y'all be like my mentor? Like, I'm like, I need a mentor because like I feel that good. And my teacher already told you like I'm that good. Like I was feeling myself like, oh, we just played in front of them, and it was like, girl, you play 2 different saxophones. I'm like, yeah, girl, what's up? Like, I'm feeling myself. Of course, I'm not on that level, but I'm feeling myself. Right. And so one of them became, well, actually 2 of them became my mentor and stuff like that. And so then coming to find out, like, cause as we're talking and emailing each other, because at that time, like, you know, I'm young, so we got to email like certain things we have to do to make sure like certain precautions are taken or whatever. Right. And they did send certain things to my school and whatever and whatnot. But I found out she was the band director for the Sasha Fierce era of Beyonce's tour. Wow. And I was like, right. So I'm like, Lord, you blessing me, like, girl, get it. But she actually like, you know, kind of helped me get my confidence up when it came to, you know, being a musician. Right. By the time I got to high school, I had to create another program because I created the middle school program as well. Right. So I had to help create the other program, and that one was even more lethal because he was like, how you do your research? Don't worry about how come my research. I know.
Wow. So let's talk
So
about
yeah.
creating the program. How did you do that? What was that like in high school? Like,
Well, it's actually more significant because I went to Hogan Preparatory Academy.
wow.
Everybody know Hogan Preparatory Academy is really more so geared towards athletes.
Okay.
I created, well, I want to say the first musical program because they always had a choir, but they never had an instrumental music program ever in their history.
Ever. Wow. Wow. So it changed the game forever.
Yeah.
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 So,
Just simply doing my research on the teacher. Because I'm like, this teacher, he seemed a little different. Like the feeling was there. So I did my research. I see his credentials and I'm like, you know, we can get certain stuff and you know we ain't got a certain, you got a free out here. How you know I got a free? Don't worry about it.
right. Okay.
So yeah, and we created that program and then it went through various instructors and by the time it ended, we actually had a decent instructor, nicknamed Nemo, but his real name is what we call him Mr. Fisher. He actually he helped a lot of people. Like a lot of people that's into music now wouldn't be into music if it wasn't for him.
Right. And
that I know and see.
That's the thing right there. Music, right, is expression. Music is therapeutic for some people as well. So let me ask, being an artist now, right, and a musician, you play instruments, plus you write music. Like, how do they correlate in your life? And how did that experience from being in the band translate into your artistry as an artist?
When people hear beats, I hear beats different. When people hear cadences on how to rap, I hear cadences different on how I can catch it. Because you definitely know in the band you have different time signatures and different times you have to play in and that you have to count it and that you have to tap it and you have to literally tap your foot, literally pat your hand, you know what I'm saying, to get that rhythm. So that way you can execute those songs right because you don't ever want to let nobody, down with song that they done composed. Because multiple people, because you got somebody that's redoing somebody else's song and then you're already playing the song that's already out there. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of pressure, you know what I'm saying? So you have to get that stuff down. So I hear things a little differently. So I'm gonna catch it a little differently. And then also, like I said, like being born and raised in Kansas City, of course, yeah, I got the KC flair, I got all that. But also knowing that I got like more Southern roots and like what I'm raised by because they not from here. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a blend, it's a mixture of a lot of stuff that's a little weird. So that's why I feel like Jiggly Puff kind of, fits.
Right. And that's a fact right there. So let's talk about some of your early influences, right? Being in the Midwest, being in KC. What was the scene like out there? And then your Southern roots and stuff like that. Like, what's some of the similarities? What's some of the differences? And how do you think that shaped you into the person you are today?
Oh, let me see. Some of my early influences. All right, so I'm a rebel child, as you can see. You can just tell. And I was listening to things that I probably shouldn't have been listening to. And my mama was like, you can't listen to that CD, but somehow I got the CD and I got to listen to the CD.
Right.
And so definitely Janet Jackson. People don't underestimate how sensual she was. How she was letting it be known, like, I'm that girl, I'm gonna give it to you, boom, pound, wow, bam. You know?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, Janet Jackson definitely, like, I remember I stole that CD, and I'm sorry, mama, to this day, if you see this, because you definitely asked me for that CD, and I definitely was like, I don't know where it's at, because that one broke when I tried to bring it back home, because I was like the DJ on the bus for middle school, so like I used to bring like all the CDs, so we used to, back then, LimeWire, burn all the CDs and stuff, and we had everything, because we was good at, finding the music my mama wanted and stuff, and what we wanted. And so I was the DJ on there. Like some days I might come on there, Janet Jackson. Some days I might come on there, like the hip hop and all that stuff. But yeah, so Janet is definitely one of them. Anita Baker. Like Anita Baker. And then like Tony's a strong after Anita Baker because obviously Anita Baker is like, gave her wings and stuff. And I definitely love her to this day anyway. And even Anita Baker. Gladys Knight, because my grandma definitely played her, and Gladys did not play
Not Gladys
And
had
my
no
grandma
voice.
did not play. Like,
Right. Yeah.
no.
That's the thing.
It's crazy. Like a lot of R&B people is mostly my influence, but like hip hop wise, like I'm more so on the dudes that that pretty much went to like. I'm more so like I love Remy Ma, but like it's Papoose.
Papoose.
Um, Big Pun.
Big Pun.
And I can't say Fat Joe because I don't know whether if I like Joey Crack or do I like Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? Because them are definitely two different eras.
Right. Two different eras. That's a fact.
So, but they both there. Like it go deep. Like it's a whole bunch of influences. Like the reason why I even went to Langston is a big influence. So yeah.
Right. Okay, and that's dope right there. So you definitely had some different hitters in the game. All the people that you named, they're very innovative, very legendary, iconic people that you named, from Gladys Knight to, like you said, Janet Jackson to Anita Baker. Anita Baker is one of my favorite singers, and again, Big Pun, definitely a lyricist. So, like, how did you first get into writing? Like, did you start with poetry? Or like, did you just start freestyling? Like, how did you first get into hip hop?
I got into writing specifically. I was always like, freestyling, doing a little here and there, little 8, 16,
Right.
But writing, I got put in anger management in middle school.
Right.
I was whipping bitches' asses, whatever, here, there, whatever. That's what that is.
Right.
But they was like, no, like really sit down and write. And I was like, at first I was like, nah, fuck that shit. Like I'm not writing, like fuck that shit. But I actually started sitting down and writing. And then so I started downloading instrumentals and stuff. But YouTube back then was way different than what YouTube is now.
Right.
I was downloading instrumentals and different things and, trying to do my own thing and stuff like that on them. And so that's why I'm like, okay, that's how I started figuring out like how to transition from instrument to this. And then growing into it, I learned how to combine them both.
Right. Okay. So let me ask you a question, right? You said around this time you're getting in a lot of fights, angry, had anger issues and stuff like that. Like, where do you think that stemmed from? Outside of music, like what was going on? Did you have the chip on your shoulder where you just wanted to put your hands on people?
No. So really, as you see, I'm pretty chill. I'm a fun vibe. Like I just want to have fun. Let's kid. Let's have fun. I don't like being picked on. So pretty much how I say it is, I don't want to have to sort of fly if I don't have to.
Right.
So if you picking on me, and it take a minute to get me there though. Like, and it be like I had to, like, for instance, like, it's crazy how God work in mysterious ways, because it was a specific parent that used to take up for me because she'll literally let a teacher see a kid hit me, and as soon as I try to retaliate, then I'm in trouble.
Right.
But then other relationships came into after that, not like romantically or anything.
Right.
But it was weird how God kind of worked in mysterious ways, and the city small, you know what I'm saying? Because then that parent came back into my life too, whatever. But yeah, so no, like people just was picking on me. Like, obviously, like I'm full figured, they ain't never changed. I've been like that since I was a kid. The butt, the hips, all that been there.
Right.
But back then in the early 2000s when I'm growing up, like that really kind of went in right, at that moment. Like that, it was either you skinny or you considered fat. It wasn't really no in between. It wasn't no full figure. It wasn't no plus size, none of that. Right. And so, just being a stigmatization of that. And on top of that too, I went to school with a lot of girls that was dark skinny. Obviously, I'm light as hell. I got features at that point I didn't even understand. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know where they come from. I just look how I look, and I ain't get asked to be this way. And on top of that, I got, like, of course I got a wig on today, but if I show my regular hair, like, it's there. Like I ain't even gotta wear these. I just want to wear these. Right. And so, it's just it was just a lot of things people just trying to pick on me about. And I'm not no punk. Like, you're not gonna punk me. I'm gonna take up for myself. I'm gonna I'ma do me. I'ma do how I gotta do. And if you ain't about that life, then you gonna show that pretty much. And how I pretty much say it is, you talking like you can fight me and like you can beat me up. Let's figure it out. And I normally don't never swing first neither. I just handle the situation. And that's really how they go.
I definitely feel that. So let me ask you, right? Are you the only child or do you have siblings?
No, I got siblings. I got the oldest, she's our half sister. But really she our full sister. It don't matter, what the blood is.
Right.
Yeah, I got an older sister. I think she's like 27. And then I got a brother, me and him, same peoples.
Right.
He is 26.
26. And
I'm 24 right now, but April 18th coming up soon. So if y'all want to, shoot me a little bitch, let me know. But yeah, I'll be 25 soon.
Okay, and that's dope right there. And that's a real thing you said, growing up in the community, right? It's like a thing between light skin, dark skin, right? So from your experiences, that a real thing, even in KC? Because like I know in North Carolina, I hear a lot of women say, they didn't like me because I was light skinned, or I might hear girls say because I was dark skinned, they treated me different. So from your experiences, is that a real thing in our community? Like, people just hate on you if you're too light or you light skinned?
Yeah, most definitely. I had an experience at one of my jobs, which I will not disclose because, I just won't disclose that. Right. I had an incident where somebody was trying to steal something out of there or whatever. And she was like, you only doing this because I'm black. And obviously, like, you hear me talk like I just talk like an educated person. And even if you talk black, you talk white, whatever, because I still got a twang to my stuff, whatever. Right. You can go in and out who you want, who you are, and it doesn't make you either or. You're both. Right. But she was like going into it. This is like recently, as I'm an adult, not just even back then. Right. And so I'm sitting here like, girl, I'm black just like you. Like, both my parents black. Like, girl, it ain't like I got a white and a black parent. Like, I just got a light parent and a dark parent. Right. Wow. And obviously, yeah, down the line somewhere he got white somewhere. Obviously, got around. But it's so many generations ago. Right. Like, and people are really like brainwashed with that stuff. And I just kind of be like, girl, like, we both black. We both get the same stuff. Like, you the only one that's pressed about it because the government's not.
Right. No, that's a fact right there. So let me ask, do people treat you different because you're light skinned? Do you think sometimes it's like you get a pass that the dark skinned girl might not get, or you think it's the same?
No, because the thing is, I was raised by a dark skinned girl, so my mouth is kind of like a dark skinned girl, you know what I'm saying? Right. So they see me and it's like, oh, but then they hear me, then it's like, oh. And it's like, yeah, you got me messed up and I ain't got time.
Right. Now that makes sense right there. And that's a fact right there. So let me ask, right? Okay, now you said back then you were kind of full figure. You said that wasn't always the style, right? So let me ask, now the game has changed, where it's like you got the Lizzos and different people like that, where it's become popular. Do you think like, the game has changed for the better or for the worse? And like before that, like being a full figure woman, a voluptuous woman, like you said, you developed and things like that. Did people treat you different? Was it like, what was that like for you growing up at that time in your high school years?
Certain aspects was funny, like legit funny. But other aspects, it was like really like irritating because it was just like, y'all trying to play me because of the outside, but I'm really a cool girl and y'all missing out on a cool girl. And I just don't really have time for none of that. But it was like at that time I was like, I can't really express that because I came out of anger management out of middle school. So I'm like, I really ain't trying to press a lot of issues, a lot of, type of stuff. So I'm like, I'm trying to chill. But if I really could have said what I wanted to say, they'd have been like, what? I'd be like, yeah, I mean, that's the anyway. But yeah, no, it was irritating, but it was funny at certain aspects because dudes would like me, but then they would act like they didn't like me because certain girls that was considered at that time what the norm was, right, like them after a certain time. Because after they find out, oh, he likes me, now all of a sudden y'all like him. And it's like, girl, bye. Like, but and then boy, bye. Because at that point, I don't have time for it because obviously you're not real to who you are. And I'm real to myself. Like, this body not going nowhere, my personality not going nowhere. Like, if you like me, you like me, and that's what it's gonna be. I'm I'm not nobody's dirty little escape, period. I don't have time.
Right. And that's a fact right there. Yo, you definitely on your fashion game. So like, yo, you always was that way. And like, I know the fashion game has changed over the years. So like back then, was it like, yo, harder to get clothes? Like, did you have to come up with your own styles? Take me through that
Yo,
process.
and I don't even know how I missed them on the list when you asked me. So no, like I'm really into like, that's why it's edgy, but it's chic.
Right.
So really was a tomboy. My mama was a tomboy. Like she used to hold some of the records and stuff in Kansas City for like track and all that stuff. She did like ROTC, all that stuff. And she was a tomboy, so I'm a tomboy. But then on top of that, I got an older brother. I got mostly boy cousins. Like it ain't really that many girls in my family. Then on top of that, most of my friends are like, actually my genuine friends are like guys and stuff. Like I'm around the boys. Like I'm not really that girly. So no. Like I used to wear my hair out like Ludacris with his afro and like that mug swing in school.
Wow.
And be like this to me and have like a bow tie on with my collar shirt with socks all the way up to my knees, wearing hot tops. Like I had my own little spunky style. Probably wasn't fashionable, but it was my style at the time. But my mama, she was like, you know, because one day, I can't believe I get to finally say this. So one day, she came in my room just randomly,
Right.
like a parent does. Anybody that grows in a black household knows, like your parent would just pop up in your room wherever they want.
Right.
She looked in my closet. I have nothing but sweats, hoodies, t-shirts, jeans. At the bottom, kicks.
Wow.
To me, my closet fly. Like I'm like, bitch, you fly. So I heard she was mad as hell. She stormed out the room. Long story short, after that, I ended up with this lady named Talise, which is my big sis to this day.
Right.
But she is a fashion person. So being up under her, I got to learn my style, which is, I call it tomboy chic because it's comfortable, it's edgy, but it's chic. And I can still do what I want to do, feel how I want to feel, and be the girl, even though I'm a tomboy.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. All right. So finding yourself, right? You said around this time, now you're stepping out of tomboy, you're turning your sexy up a little more. Like, how was that transition for you? Were you like, was it easy? Sometimes it may be hard. Like, yo, sometimes like esteem wise, people may be like, yo, you know, I can't do that. What was your process like for you?
I very much knew how to section off my life, if that makes sense. Like my school life was my school life, my outside of school life was my outside of school life. And if certain people knew me outside of school, they knew not to say nothing in school. Right. And then even outside of my out of school life, certain parts of my life outside of school was sectioned off for people and stuff. So it wasn't necessarily easy, but it was comfortable because I was around Talise and she's been knowing me since I was born. You know what I'm saying? Literally born. And so anybody finding themselves is never easy, but mine was a little better because I was around people and other women that made it comfortable.
Gotcha. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, so let's talk about it. College. Did you go away for college or was it like right there? Like how far was the college from where you grew up at?
I never wanted to stay here for college. What you mean? No. Parents where? Like,
all right, so let's talk about that. Like, what was that freedom like, and like, what was that experience like for you?
Well, I already had that freedom, but that's neither here nor there.
Right.
But it was wonderful. It was nice. You know, I had my ups, my downs, my peaks, my lows, my valleys, my highs. Right. But yeah, it was nice. Like, I really love my band members, all my band members. Like we all went through some ups and downs, but it ain't really nothing that I'm really mad over at this point. They ain't really mad over. Like it's all love across the band. Seeing the new babies come through and stuff. But yeah, like I'm eventually, you know, I'm gonna have to pop up and we're gonna have to see what's popping with all of that. But yeah, like cause I had some good memories. Like it really kind of helped mold me to know who I want to be and what I like, what I don't like, what I will take and what I won't take.
Right. And that makes sense right there. So let's talk about Langston University, right? Like, yo, the history behind that. What was that experience like? A lot of times when people think about the band, Drumline and movies like that come to mind. So was it like that type of experience, or was it different? Like, walk me through what you were seeing and what you was feeling and some of your best memories.
Well, the audition process was like horrible for me. Like, when I say I got into fashion, I got into like decor. I'm planning events around school. Like, I'm doing a lot.
Right.
And then he told me, "Oh, I sent you the wrong music. We're gonna have to push your audition up type stuff." Like, I was sitting here like, but I gotta set up the prom. Like, I'm decorating, like, and I'm decorating as I'm practicing. I'm decorating as I'm practicing for this audition. This go over here. I need this like this. Hold on, let me show you how this go. I'll be right back. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna go back. I'm catch it. I got it. Like, yeah. And then had to rush to the school to do the video Zoom call to fucking audition right after setting up the fucking shit and practicing.
Wow. So a lot of pressure, but I'm pretty sure you knocked it out. You got it. So what was that feeling like?
I would say no, because I would say no. But no, I kind of did. But it was, I can say I really got nervous. And like I just blanked out. And he was like, play a C sharp, a low C sharp. And I know a low C sharp, like even to this day, like I know a low C sharp. Should play a low C sharp on there, and I know the low C sharp.
Right.
At that moment, I started trying to whisper, like he couldn't see me and stuff. I'm like, what's the low C sharp? What's the fashion? This nigga go. I'm sorry. Can I say that? I can't say that.
You get. No, you get. Be yourself.
He said, God damn it, you know the low C sharp, play goddamn C sharp. I said, don't know. Like, so then he told me, and he was like, you know the low C sharp. I'm like, I know it, but I don't know it in this moment. Like,
went blank. You just had a blank moment. Everything just went blank on you.
It went blank, and I was just like, I hope I get in, because I already had academic scholarships, so because I'm smart. So I'm like, I already had them. I wanted my music scholarships to get extra money and stuff, so I ain't had to pay for stuff. You know how college go. Right. So I'm like, I hope I get this. I just learned this stuff. Like, this is cringy. Like, ooh. All right, you got this though. Like, that's what I'm like, you got this though. But I didn't have it completely.
Wow. So you got in, or did you have to re-audition, or did you get in?
Oh no, I got in because at the end of the day, I still played that piece that he just sent me that day, that morning, like pretty much flawlessly. Right. And then only thing I messed up was the C sharp. Like, he told me play any other instrument, any other note. I played the other scales. I was good. It was just the C sharp.
Wow. Yeah, that's the thing right there. So let me ask, how many instruments in all do you play?
Technically 4. Only reason I say 4, but I could teach you the basics of a trumpet. Was because when I wanted to learn trumpet and stuff like that, I had just had put some braces on. Right. And that hurt, and I wasn't about to go through that because it already hurt to play my other instruments that I already love. So no, I wasn't about to go through that.
Okay. How many years did you play the alto sax? Because I played the alto sax for about 4 years.
I'll say now over a decade.
Over 10 years?
Yeah.
Wow. So let me ask, down the road, right? Have you ever put some of your instrumentation to your music?
Not personally to my music, but to other people's music. I wouldn't say live instruments, no, not yet. Right. But that's how I correlate to what I want the beat to kind of sound like. I said, I know the instrument and how I know I want it to sound and what the tones are. And it was a person that I was, I wouldn't say we wasn't together, nothing like that. It wasn't none shit like that. But like musically, like I was dealing with at the time. And he kind of understood. It's kind of like a Timberland Missy type situation. I wouldn't say like that on that level, but just to correlate so people can understand.
Right.
And he understood what I was saying with the instrument. So he went on the beat stuff and correlated it. And it was dope. So not personally on mine, but others.
Okay. All right. Is that something you're thinking about down the road? Like, what's your sound? If you had to describe your sound and your music, like if you had the people that's watching, if you had to describe Jigglee Puff's sound, what would you say?
I don't know. The reason why I say I don't know because I can go different ways. Like, I'm not in a box type girl, so I can't really say what my sound is.
Right. So you're versatile. You can do different type of style.
Yeah, like of course, I like older stuff. Like I like vintage stuff. I like eclectic things.
Right.
But I'm also a part of this new age, and I understand that age too.
Right.
So it's like a melting pot.
I feel you on that. You got a video out right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's just talk about the video right quick. I'm gonna let you introduce it, right? We're gonna play the video, and then once the video is played, we're gonna talk about what inspired the record and what was it like shooting the video, and then we're gonna talk more about your music. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can introduce the video right quick.
You want me to introduce it?
Yeah.
Okay. So look, Litty Nation, we here. It's Jigglee Puff in the flesh, Jigglen. Don't ever forget them 2 E's. Period. We are here. We are talking our shit, and let them know we are the shit. Let's go.
Squidward will be performing his version of Solitude in E minor.
I'ma talk my shit, my shit, my shit. 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 I'ma talk my shit.
Motherfuckers wanna count me out. Don't trip when karma comes back around. Feel like a case bird, time to let me out. A bitch flaming, ain't no comments down. Haters say they don't feel me. Haters say they don't see me. But yet know all of my lyrics. Yeah, that's that shit that kill me. Don't care if you don't feel me, nigga, cause I'ma bet on myself. If you ain't talking about growing on money, then we ain't talking about nothing else. I keep the bankroll. Jumping like my name queso, making shit up like Mako, building shit up like Lazo.
I'ma talk my shit, my shit, my shit. I'ma talk my shit, my shit, my shit. I'ma talk my shit, my shit, my shit. I'ma talk my shit, my shit.
Can't believe this is happening. Been sleep on me, let me tuck you in. Said he reppin' that boo-boo, that bias. Fuck you, these bitches is real like no-nos. These bitches is goof. I'm like them, might do what I choose. Can't woman my own rules, being ass like I'm Super Saiyan's Goku. Yeah, I'm feisty with the lip. Come correct if you approach me. I'm checkmating in this bitch. I don't move like the mother hoes. They ice skating for the dick, slapping down everything like a Aussie off the rim.
I'ma talk my shit, my shit, my shit. 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 I'ma talk my shit, my shit. Hey DJ, turn my music up, man, so we can keep this motherfucker bumpin'. Hey DJ, turn my music up, man, so we can keep this motherfucker bumpin'.
They like, who that? When I step up in the room looking so damn fine. Should've came as a broom. Niggas wiping they nose. Niggas picking up jaws. Cause I got shit bumping from wall to wall. When I lay a track, it's like laying the law. Flow so wet, call me Niagara Falls. Yeah, you might can play, but not my type of ball. And I ain't the type that you can just up and call. So DJ, turn my music up, man, so we can keep this
All right, right there. So that was that Talk My Stuff right there record. What inspired that, and how did you come up with the concept for that record right there?
Growing up, I really feel like I wasn't really able to talk, but to like my grandma for the most part, like she let me sometimes like speak bluntly and stuff.
Right.
So it was really pretty much like, let me talk my stuff, let me let everybody know who I am, because I really feel like I found the name that fit, the brand that fit, that's really true to who I am. So let me go ahead and let everybody know who I am. But obviously not pulling out all the punches yet, because you can't get everything in your trick bag. But you know what I'm saying, it get everybody attention.
Okay, so this was kind of like an intro track to the world right there. So it's like,
Yeah,
what
it's
was
like
it like?
Major Pain calling everybody to attention.
All right, Major Pain. Yeah, that was my movie. That was a funny joint right there. So how did you come up with the concept for the video, and what was it like shooting the video?
Well, really, because like Jiggly Puff's round and stuff, and so like I thought like of balloons, like round things.
Right.
And like I'm a vibe, like I like to have fun, like I'm a party. So the video had to be like as if like I'm partying, like I could party by myself. Like everybody told me they solo dolo, like really are you solo dolo though? Like can you party by yourself and have fun?
Right.
And really the video shoot really was mostly me just having fun, as you can pretty much see, like getting good shots. Of course I did performance scenes, but still just having fun. But yeah, it was just Jigglypuff Pink, and Jigglypuff's always gonna be a part of me. Like he's not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like it kind of is what it is. Like Jigglypuff is me, and I am Jigglypuff, but Chantel's a part of that some sort. So I had to, it's a party, it's a vibe, it's me. It is what it is.
Okay, and that's dope right there, right there. So you put that out, right? What was the response to the record? And now your introduction. So a lot of people that may not have knew that you rap. What was the response you got to the record once you put it out?
Really, it was nice. Like the really person I really cared about, like I said, was my grandma. And she was like, it was good, but of course, like all the older people say like it was a lot of cussing, but it really ain't that much cussing because I have more lyricism than cussing in that. But she's older. It is what it is. But everybody was like, oh, okay, I see you. And I'm like, yes, see me, because I'm coming through and I'm going to keep walking and strutting and you're not going to stop me. And that's how I feel. After everybody was like, oh, that's lit. Like, everybody was like, oh, well, we kind of heard, but we didn't get to see. And now they got to kind of see. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just want everybody to know, like, that's a crack in the door. Like, the door's not even wide open yet. So when I bust that mug through, like I'm NYPD or I'm SWAT or something, you know what I'm saying? Don't be mad. Be glad. I'm glad with it.
Yeah, I feel you on that, right? So have you performed that song yet?
Actually, I did at this event, and it actually went pretty well. And it was crazy because I was like, somebody to the right of me is really, like, they know my song. Like, they know my song. Like, it was like a ooh type of moment. You know how people back in the day, they'd be like, oh, my song came on the radio. Like, no, somebody knew my song. Like, was rapping the lyrics. And I'm like, okay.
Wow. Okay. So, the name of the show is The Proof in the Pudding. You about to get mad at me, right?
Why?
Because this is where I put you on the spot.
Okay. You
got an 8 for 16 bars on you?
Let me see. Like, do I like acapella or you want to do a beat?
You can do it either way.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll do acapella.
All right. So, Proof in the Pudding. The proof is in the pudding. This is exclusive freestyle, right? Or you just gonna spit some bars? Either way, exclusive.
Either way.
It's going down. Jiggly Puff in the building. We about to see what it's all about. So, all right, I'm gonna turn it over to you. Let's get it.
They say my swag too hot, like Lil Wayne called a fireman. Yeah, I'm blazing through these hoes. Yeah, I'm walking through them like I'm climbing. Call me cliff hanging then. Yeah, it's more so like this. Jiggly Puff, I'm in the mix. I'ma shake that ass, but I'ma write out this list and I'ma let you know that I'm not really that type of bitch. And if you try to run up, best believe catch these hits. And I'ma keep rocking, show stopping, keep popping. Yeah, I'm from Killer City, my hoes rocking. Don't give a fuck about no nigga cause the money stopping. Nah, I'ma let it keep driving.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so that's what we're doing right there, yo. That's facts right there, right? So that's the thing. A lot of times people that say they do music, right? They freeze up.
Mhm.
You did it. You know what I mean? You jumped into it, you got in your bag and you did it. And that's the thing right there. And it's like, yo, you're fun, you have a good personality, right? So with the project that's coming, what can people expect on the project? Like what type of topics are you going to talk about? What type of sounds do you want to tap into? And like as a whole, what can people expect?
It's pretty much gonna be a whole vibe of like have fun living your life, because I'm young, like I ain't got no, no kids, like I ain't got extra responsibilities like everybody. So I'm just living my life and I'm going through these experiences. So hopefully these songs touch you, but it's a story through it either way it go. And everybody that music you can interpret it in your own way. So how you interpret it is how you interpret it. Yeah, it's just have fun, live life, be free.
Right. Okay. So when it comes to you, right? You said it's Chantel, right? And Jiggly Puff are two different entities, right? Jiggly Puff is the artist. Chantel is the person. So like, yo, if you had to describe your story, if somebody was to say, who are you? For the people that's watching, let's let them know your story and like, let's introduce you to the world. Like in your own words, who is Jiggly Puff and who is Chantel?
So Chantel is the hood girl around the way. Like I'm cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? You stay your distance, I stay my distance. That's more so, like a better term to put it black and white, the business girl. Cause that's the down to earth. That's the girl that like, if you like, for instance, like my afro, I probably wouldn't wear that as you. Like it's different things you probably wouldn't do, but they both still true to me because even as Chantel, I still throw this wig on, throwing a cool cute and be Chantel. Right. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. But Chantel's more so like the business girl, the down to earth girl, like the runaway girl. Like this is who my family get to see. Like this is, I'm not mean, but I'm not the person. Like I'm not easy to be close to.
Right. So let me ask you, not
Jiggly Puff,
go.
She more open. Jiggly Puff is more so, and I'm both positive either way, go Chantel or Jiggly Puff. Right. But Jiggly Puff is more so like the extrovert. Chantel's more so the introvert.
Wow. Gotcha. So let me ask you, is that like a defense mechanism, or is it like you just don't like people, or is it like it takes a lot? A lot of times when people have the walls up, and it's like those be the people with the biggest hearts. Those be the coolest people. Once you get past that, so is it like, yo, you more standoffish, or is it like you love hard, so you careful who you connect to? Like, how would you describe it?
Both. Literally both. Like I can sense people's energies, and if I'm not fucking with it, like bitch, I'm not fucking with it, and I'm just not doing it. Right. But I still, if I do kind of connect with your energy, I'm still cautious because I done been through some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right. So. I love hard, and I don't have time. Like I said, drama for real. Like drama ain't for me.
Right. Right. Yeah, keep that energy over there. So I feel you on that, yo. Drama, no drama. Like living a peaceful life, yo. You definitely happy. You having fun, even with your background. I see the bright colors and stuff like that. So let's talk about the fashion side. Because like I be looking at your pictures, and then you have the YouTube channel as well. So it's like, where did you get that side from? And it's like you definitely have a way of expressing yourself. Where do you draw your inspirations and your energy? Where do you get your creativity from?
Literally all through music and all the fashion stuff I got to see growing up. Like I used to get grounded a lot, so all I had really was a radio. Like they took the TV, all this stuff. All I had was a radio. Back then you had all the CDs you had.
Right.
And even I remember asking for certain birthdays, not even certain birthdays, most of my birthdays, I just asked for like certain albums and CDs and stuff like that. And of course posters because I was a girl, so
Right. Right.
Even though I was a tomboy, I had a couple of people I was into. Yeah, so it was just mostly like music. Like everybody was pretty much free in that realm. Even growing up too, like going through the church, like I seen a lot of fashion in church and people, kind of doing them. Right. And so it's like, okay, if they can do them, then I can do them. And what's come through to me and what look look good to me. What's my fashion? What's my aesthetic?
Right. That makes sense right there. So let me ask you, right? Going through certain things that you went through, right? Sometimes that you had to overcome some things, like, right? If you had to look back on your life at some of your hardest moments, right? Some of your darkest times, what got you through it?
Jesus.
So definitely just having that spiritual connection, that relationship. How important was that for you?
It's still important. It's very important. It's important every day.
Right.
It's not a point in the day that I realize now that I go by and I just say thank you or protect this or whatever it is. Yeah, Jesus. Like of course I have those core people, but really Jesus, because without your spiritual mind and all this stuff, like in this world, you're gonna go sane. And if people really get into their spirituality instead of saying it's a religion and different things of that sort, right, and find out really who they are and what it is and what it means to them versus what a pastor says, they'll really find out who they are and live in their truth. And others is gonna love that, because if they realize Jesus just lived in his truth, and others either loved it or they didn't, he went about his day either way.
Right. And that's a fact right there. So like Jesus also changed the world. He had a message, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to you, like, what impact do you want to have on the game? How do you want to be remembered? And like, when people think of you, what do you want to come to mind when they think of Jigglee Puff?
I want them to. We got the cancel era. I kind of want the truth era, if that makes sense.
Wow.
Because like I said, nobody is really living in their truth. People are really doing pretty much what others want. They not them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing really too much authentic nowadays. And I want everybody to know me for the truth, for really what I really believe in, and what I stood for, and what I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? People say 10 toes down. Are you really 10 toes down? Do you really know what that means? Like, you singing these lyrics, but do you not?
Right. No, that's a fact.
So,
that's a fact right there. We got a comment from the Lady Proof. She said, "Confidence is dope. Keep doing your thing. Great personality." It's a salute to the Lady Proof in the building. She's the first lady of the Proof, so salute to her. Again.
Salute. Thank you.
All right. So all right. When the music, right? Is it a project coming? Do we have a date set for the project, or what's going on with that? I know the single is out. What can people expect for 2022 when it comes to the music?
Definitely another single.
Definitely another single.
Yeah, okay. That's all I can pretty much say. Like, definitely another single.
Okay. All right. That's dope right there. More videos as well?
Definitely.
Okay. All right. And you also have the YouTube channel, right? So let's jump into a clip of that right quick, and then we're going to talk about that when we come back. All right?
All right.
All right. Here we go.
Pick it up, drop it low. Girl, shake that ass to the floor. Make 'em want it more. Pick it up, drop it low. Smashing around town, yeah. Hi bitches, hi hoes. What's poppin'? Oh, what's good? Welcome back to another edition of Get Litty and Unwine with Jigglee. And so y'all, look, it's a little series today, not too serious, but a little serious, gotta get a little serious. So I brought a microphone, okay? Because motherfuckers been trying to steal the light, okay? Before I forget, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, and leave your comment down below. If you got a problem with me, go ahead and let me know, because guess what? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't give a fuck. I want every hoe out there, every bitch out there, and everybody that's part of the Litty gang. I want y'all to know that y'all worth y'all weight in motherfucking gold.
nobody steal your light. Like, sometimes people are mad because their light is dimmed. Misery loves company, honey. Period. But anywho, I don't want this to be long, so bitches, I gotta talk to y'all later. I'm gonna put all the information for where I got my tray set and my little holders for the stuff. It made me put it the other day. I wanted to cry, with the nigga tear, the one tear that came down one side, cause I'm, that bitch. And I have to let y'all know, and that's like to let y'all know that it's still, be lash wear, like I said. Bye. Thank you for watching. Bye, bitches. Bye, hoes. I talk to you next time.
All right, right there. So that's the YouTube channel right there, right? And that's the Unwine, Get Litty and Unwine with Jiggly, right?
Yeah, I've been on hiatus for since last year, but we're coming back, and I'm coming back strong. You guys just stay with me, Litty Nation.
Salute the Litty Nation right there. So let's talk about the premise of the show and what gave you the idea to start the channel.
Well, because I'm lit, but when people drink wine, they think mostly like chill, relaxation. So like I'm lit, but I'm relaxing. So Litty and Unwine with you.
Right. That's a fact right there. What type of topics do you discuss on the channel, on the show?
Really, whatever is what I feel, pretty much.
Right.
Like what's pertaining to what I might feel like is like a real topic. Like it don't have to necessarily be right at that moment, but it's just real stuff. Like I said, I'm trying to do like a truth area. It's just real. Like, and on top of that too, like people have to understand this is a podcast. So, and I'm young. So I might have a view right now and then my view might change later. Right. Like I'm human. I grow.
Right. And that's
so
yeah, that's a fact right there. And you say you're 24 now. So it's like, okay, with the state of the world, right? You're from, I'm pretty sure you're from the electronic social media era, right? You're from that generation. Right. So like with everything going on right now, right? How does that make you feel being a woman, older woman, younger woman, not older, a younger woman in the world, right? A younger woman, right? In 2022, with the state of the world, with like the violence, with the the police and the black brutality, the unjust deaths, with the state of hip hop, with the message, the stuff they're promoting right now. How does that feel, and what advice do you have for the younger women out there that's watching the show?
Although we live in a world and there are a lot of influences,
right?
I might listen to the City Girls. I might listen to Nicki Minaj. I might listen to Cardi B. I might listen to Megan Thee Stallion. I might listen to all the women. Definitely still go back in time. Lil' Kim, Remy Ma, you know what I'm saying? Rod Digger and all them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Lady of Rage, you know what I'm saying? Listen to a lot of people. And even back then they had certain messages that wasn't, necessarily good either. Let's be honest. But you just have to know what's true to you. Like, don't go do something just because they doing it or they saying that they're doing it, because half the time too, a lot of this is metaphorical. Right. A lot of this is paid stuff. Like they're not really doing this stuff. And they even telling you, like, don't do what I'm doing. Like, don't make me your role model. Like, and it's the reason why they say that. It's okay to like them. It's okay to want to aspire to have the business and the assets that they have, but don't aspire to be them.
Right. That makes sense right there. Like you said, a lot of times we say, you hear parents say, do as I say, not as I do. We live in a world where it's like people do what you do, what they see. So it's like, all right, for the young girls and stuff like that, right? They may be coming up and they may be Jiggly Puff fans, right? And it's like, yo, they may be looking at you like, yo, I want to be like her. What message do you want to give to them? And like, where do you want them to go? Like, I know there's a lot of pressure. Nobody wants to be a role model. But nobody, you're figuring it out as you're going. But like, what advice and what message would you give to the younger girls that's looking up to you?
Everything that's coming out is pretty much just me, experiencing life, experiencing different aspects of different things.
Right.
Some things might speak to you later in life, just like certain songs speak to me differently now than they did when I was a kid.
Right.
So I wouldn't say take songs as a grain of salt. Take them, but don't, like I said, don't try to apply them directly to your life, because my life ain't your life. Ain't nobody life, anybody's life.
Right.
It might be similar, but my backstory and my details to that of what I'm expressing might be a little different than yours.
Right. And that's very true right there. And you went to college. You graduated from college too, right?
No.
I mean, life happens. Life happens, right? But it's like, what were you in school for? What was your major?
Business administration and minor in accounting.
Business administration. Your minor, say it again.
In accounting.
And accounting. Okay, so you're a businesswoman and stuff like that. Definitely business management, accounting, dealing with money and stuff like that. So it's like, what's your 10-year plan? Like, where do you want to be 10 years from now?
I really don't want to say. Like, I don't really want to say, but just know rich as fuck.
Rich. Okay. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, I respect that right there. So, get the money and stuff like that. But it's like, the thing is, right, you're multi-talented, right? You're doing a lot of different things. You got your hands in different things. And it's like, you got your whole life ahead of you, right? So like, when the rest of the year, 2022, right? I know music. I know more music. I know you're going to get back on the podcast. But like, what are some of your passions? What are some things that you want to tap into in the near future?
Well, this weekend, actually, and if you're here and you're in Kansas City, and you want to come see me at this pop-up shop, it is, I believe it's 1200 Blue Ridge Boulevard, Grandview, Missouri. Masha Outdoors, hair salon, beauty supply store is throwing a pop-up shop, and it's going to be the soft launch of Slave by Jigglee. So I am starting to launch the fashion side of my brand. Right. And just come through, see me, and also we'll be performing. So if you want to see me shake that, come through.
Right. Okay. So let's talk about the outfit, right? We're talking about fashion. So how you going to kill them this weekend? Like, what's your outfit looking like? What you got in the stash?
I can't even say, because really Jiggly Puff goes off of how she feels that day. But like, I have a closet and a plethora full of clothes that I ain't even pop the tags off of. So we just go off with how we feel.
Yeah, I feel you on that, and I respect that right there. If there's anything that we might have missed that the people need to know, let's talk about that real quick.
I don't think it's really too much that we pretty much missed. Like, I'm just an up and coming artist, probably doper than I was, But yeah, like, I'm just here. I'm doing my thing, and it just is what it is. Either you walk with me or you don't, but either way, we're gonna stay lit. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is Jigglee, JIGGLEE_ Puff, PUFF, and the number 36, y'all. That's where y'all can pretty much find all my musical things and everything that I do for Jiggly Puff's brand on there. And yeah, follow my YouTube. You can just type in Jiggly Puff, JIGGLEE. Of course, put a space. Don't be stupid. And Puff, PUFF.
Yeah, and that's a fact right there. And the thing is, we had to reschedule this. It was supposed to be in November, so I appreciate your patience. It's definitely dope to have you back up here. And I'm excited about what you're doing. You know what I mean? Anytime I see the young women out here doing something positive with themselves, to put to get their money where they're not depending on nobody else. They're doing it independent. You bossing up, like you said earlier. You're doing a lot of this on your own dime. You're investing in yourself.
Everything's on my own dime. It's not just a lot of it. Everything is on my own dime.
Everything's on your own dime. And being a female in this industry, right? I'm pretty sure it's not easy. So like, what are some of the things you had to overcome and what kept you going through it?
I had to overcome like the dudes in the industry. Like, dudes are like pretty much pretty much when it comes to most of them in the industry. But yeah, that's why I started doing everything on my own, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody about to deal my lane, and I'm gonna go ahead and get how I get it, and we just gonna keep going. Like, ain't nothing gonna stop me, because like I've been a fighter since I was a kid. Not necessarily fighting, but yeah, fighting. But like I've been metaphorically a fighter and fighting through multiple things other than just physically fighting. So I can't stop because I have an end goal.
Right.
But that's just pretty much that.
Yeah, and that's a fact right there. And the thing is like you said, through it all, right? Having that relationship with God gonna bring you through. And it's like difference between being religious and spiritual. So it's like having that personal relationship is going to get you through. And I can tell like you got your mind made up. I can tell that you definitely thought about it. It's like you're definitely educated, definitely high esteem. I can tell like you're very confident. And it's like that's dope in the era that we live in now, because like with social media, everything is so divided. You have the shaman, or you have, different categories where you're that. So they put you in a box. And it's like the thing is that I see with you, you're not about to let anybody put you in that box. It's like, this is who I am, unapologetic about it. You either take it, leave it, or love it. So it's like, that's dope right there. And it's like, I'm pretty sure you're going to go far. And it's like, as long as you stay focused on your dreams, and, sometimes you have to put a tunnel vision on. And it's like one thing that I like that you said earlier. It's like not worrying about what everybody else is doing, staying focused on what you feel and being true to yourself. That's the most important thing right there. So it's like, big salute to you and everything that you have. And I'm excited about the different things and even your growth. You know what I mean? As you tap into the fashion, is Get Slayed by Jigglee.
Yes, Slayed by Jigglee. I'm, at this point, I'm notorious for the double letters. So it's SLAYYED by BY Jigglee JIGGLE.
That's dope right there. And with that coming, is it going to be like a fashion line down the line, or like how far do you want to take that?
And people have to understand, baby, when you in the fashion game, there's definitely a difference between a fashion line and a fashion house. And I'm definitely trying to do a fashion house.
Trying to do a fashion house. All right, before we get up out of here, let's let them see the outfit right quick. Can you stand up, let them see the outfit with the foot game looking like?
Bam, bam, bam. Okay, now my foot game is just some socks, and I do not want to show them. But yeah, the outfit is here because the shoes. I take the shoes off because I you know what I'm saying. Right. But you want? Oh, I guess I could go get the shoes that I had, set for the.
All right, let's do that right quick, and I'm gonna be wrapping it up while you're doing that right quick.
Okay.
All right, salute to everybody that tuned in today. We definitely appreciate y'all, whether y'all watch the live or you watch the playback. Again, we Kansas City's own Jigglee Puff in the building, upcoming artist, fashion house coming soon, Slayed by Jigglee. Be sure to check out her YouTube page, Get Litty and Unwine with Jigglee on YouTube. Be sure to follow her at Jigglee JIGGLEE_PUFF 36. Be sure to support what she has going on. Up and coming artist from Kansas City, y'all. So let's check the shoes right quick.
So my combat boots.
You got the combat boots. Okay. All right.
Because I always got to keep it kind of 70s, 80s, 90-ish.
Right.
I'm with the vibes. Yeah. Let's go.
I feel you. And I see how you got the hair matching the jacket and all that. So you definitely got the swagger together.
Very I like different things. So very UK-ish with the jacket.
Right.
Very 90s with the top.
Right.
Very much early 2000s with the leather.
Yeah, that's what I.
And then we got 70s, 80s with the combat boots.
Yeah, and that's the thing right there. So I'm definitely looking forward to everything you're doing in the fashion industry. You got any shout outs, anything you want to give real quick?
Shout out to the Litty Nation out there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Stay lit, period. And pop that pussy doodle round, period.
Yeah, that's a fact right there, And again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in, Jigglee Puff in the building, Kansas City artist, musician. Salute to Langston University, to the marching band and all that.
Oh, yeah. How can I forget them? Can I shout them out real quick? Langston University, marching proud band. Al, you know what it is. It's all love and that thing.
All right, yo, and that's a fact right there. And again, yo, I just want to thank you for being up here. Yo, you definitely have a dope personality, definitely fun, and you kept me laughing. Yo, you kept it energetic. So that's dope right there, yo. And again, it's like, yo, it's good to see a woman with that confidence. You get what I mean? And it's like, that's not all uptight, that knows how to have a good time. It's fun, positive energy and all that. So it was definitely an honor to have you up here. So I'm going to throw it back to you. I'm going to let you close us out, right? You can say whatever you want to say. And we're gonna end it on that, and then I'm gonna play another clip right quick. I think it's the intro to one of your shows. We're gonna end it right there. So I'll let you say your last words. This part will be called the final thoughts with Jiggly.
Or Jiggly's final thoughts. Coming soon. Period. Period. Call it a day. But no, I really do want to thank you because we were supposed to do this in like November, and you did reschedule, stuff like that. But yeah, just like I said, shout outs to Litty Nation, Langston Marching Pride Band, everybody that helped me get to where I'm at, what I'm seeing now. Yeah, y'all just tune in to me because there's more stuff coming, and it's gonna be like a peekaboo. Yeah, I see you. Okay, and it's gonna be coming, and y'all just gonna, if y'all don't see it, y'all gonna miss it, and y'all gonna be mad later on. I don't want this 10 years down the line, and y'all be like, oh, that was lit, because guess what? I'm gonna be on stage. I'm gonna be cussing y'all out.
Right. Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact right there.
But yeah, thank y'all. And then, you know what I'm saying? Just tune in to me because, I already started with my new intro. So, everything new out of there, everything fresh, you know what I'm saying? Fresh as I mean is big. Period. But yeah, that's it.
We up out of here, y'all. Thanks, y'all, for tuning in, y'all. We love y'all. Everybody be safe this week. This is the Proof in the Pudding podcast show. I go by the name of Sion 919. Today's guest, Kansas City's own Jigglee Puff, and we up out of this thing, yo. We love y'all.
I'ma talk my shit. I'ma talk my shit. I'ma talk my shit.